Hi, in today's video we're going to be looking at the Milwaukee Reciprocating Saw, model number M18 FSX. Now, purchased this off eBay as spares or repair, described as not working, so let's put a new battery in and we'll see what it does. And we've got a light on the front, and that seems about it. Yeah, so I wonder if it's a similar problem to the SDS drill that I've recently looked at. Right, so we'll figure out how it comes apart. It looks like we'll have to take this out of the casing off here, and there's a screw there, so I'll take the one screw out the back first. I don't know if we need to remove that, but I'll take it off it anyway. Just in case it's in the way. Right, there's an array of different length screws there. Now, do I need to take this rubber boot off or not? Plastic clip. This little bar seems to slide out. Right, I'm just going to have to see if I can prise this bit of rubber over the top of that. Oh, alright, yeah, I think I'm going to have to take that off. Then I'll separate the motor assembly. This front bit comes off. Right, just going to see if I can pull this. Right. There we go. Right. So. Well, mechanically, everything feels nice and free. Right, so let's put the mechanical side to one side there. And then we'll see if we can get into the rest of it. Let's see if this casing will come apart now. Looks like it wants to come off that way. So I think I'm going to prefer to do it that way. Right. There we go. Right, so what do we have in here then? See the battery connector, switch, little speed control. Right, so the battery connector and the main electronics, or the main control electronics, are actually all in one piece. So I'll just remove these last few wires from the casing. Let's put that to one side. Right. That's a bit silly, isn't it? You can unplug the LED light, but the rest of the wire that goes to a little earthen terminal here is crimped. So what's the point even putting that one on a connector then? Because you can't unplug it. I was just trying to hope to get that out of the way, but that's alright. So, let's have a look here then. So I've got a board here that looks like it could be switching power to the motor input. Obviously we've got the 3-phase brushless DC motor here, a BLDC motor. They look like the three terminals. It looks like there's another little sub board on the back of this one, which attaches to the top board there, which I think is for the sensing. It's like if I look down here, you've got the 3 little Hall effect sensors, like one there, one there, one there, which detect the position of the motor, so it knows when to fire the MOSFETs at the appropriate time, so the motor just doesn't stutter everywhere. Right, I think what I'm going to have to do is try and scrape a bit of this epoxy stuff away, so I can check the MOSFETs. Actually, what I might do first, I wonder if we're getting power to the motor at all. Is there a point I can measure on this board maybe? That's the input, that's the output. I mean, it could just be a shorted MOSFET. Right. Have I got another ground wire somewhere? Actually, I can use that, can't I? Yeah, that's a ground, that'll do. Let's just check if I've got power. There when I pull the trigger, and it doesn't appear that we have. So I'll just try and get that wire earthed. Yeah, I've got power to there. Nothing to there. I shall just reset it a sec. Right. So it doesn't look like the power's getting from there to there for some reason. What's this say on here? M18 fuel HRE solid state disconnect. So I'm not sure what that board's for then. Ah, hang on, what's this here? I can see a bit black down here. I think it might just be coating. Right, I'm just going to have a little bit closer inspection on this. I'm not sure if that's just dirt rather than something burnt. It's a bit hard to see still. I think it's with the glare off the coating. Right, I think what I'll do is I'll get some IP on there and I'll try giving this a bit of a clean up. I'll get a little there. Try getting a little toothbrush on there as well. Ah, is that something blowing there? Is it just a coating? It's just a coating. I'm just going to have a little check of these MOSFETs on the back, just in case. It doesn't seem like there's power getting through there for some reason, but I'm just wondering whether it's detecting a problem with the motor and then switching the power off, for instance. I'm not 100%, but let's just try. I really need to clean this goo off to try first, but we'll just have a rough check. We'll just see. It looks like that one looks okay. We haven't got no short there. Let's try the other way around. I'm not sure if you can see the meter there, but we'll just because I know sometimes we'll get glare on the meter. That's alright. I'll just double check you can see. Oh, no short there. No short there. No short there. Right. Well, I don't think that looks quite right. Let's see if there's anything on these caps. Oh, I'm not sure that one of these MOSFETs has blown, and that's obviously shortened through all of them. I think I need to scrape some of this yellow stuff away so we can get in a bit better with the test meter. Right, I should be to measure those now. Looks alright. Right, MOSFETs actually look okay. They don't appear to be shorted. I'll just double check again. Getting a bit of an odd reading that way though. So I checked all the MOSFETs, they were fine. But what I did find out is the main power comes from the battery, comes into here, and then it's supposed to go through here to the motor. Now this PCB here, I'm not quite sure exactly what it does, but I picked away all of the epoxy stuff and cleaned it up. And I noticed the power isn't actually being sent from here to there. It's actually marked solid state disconnect. I picked away at some of the stuff here as well, and there's two wires. One's marked R minus and the other one's SEN. So the R minus, when you pull the trigger, it sends a 12 volt signal to here, which then goes through an opto isolator. and it also triggers a 555 timer here to give out a square wave. Now the square wave, the output of the 555 timer then went through that transistor, but this transistor wasn't actually getting any power because the resistor here was blown. So I replaced the resistor, but I also checked this transistor here, actually two transistors in one package, as an NPN and a PNP transistor. It's labelled 2045. I've replaced that because I tried to take it off to test it because I wasn't sure whether that was the fault, but trying to get it off, one of the legs came off, so I've had to replace that. But I think the actual original fault was this resistor here was blown and it wasn't giving the power to this transistor here, which then feeds this, which then goes through some other transistors, and then it then seems to fire these MOSFETs here, which then send the power through to that. So I'm not exactly sure how this circuit works or what it actually does, but I know it wasn't working, and basically the fault was that resistor was blown. So right, so I've put the bottom of the handle on and routed all the wires, so it should just be a matter of putting the top half of the case on now, which has got to be lined up with the circuit board. It's a little bit tricky. There we go. Now I think these were T20s. Nice. Let's try it then. Let's check the speed works. Yep. Seems like we've got another success on our hands here. Right then, if you like this video, please give it the thumbs up. If you want to see more like it, please subscribe. Any comments or questions, please leave them in the comments section below. And as always, have a great day. Thanks for watching.